Steve Biko Memorial Lecture is being held at the Nelson Mandela University. It comes as the inquest into the death of anti-apartheid activist Steve Biko has been postponed to the 12th of November. Let's now take you live to that lecture where SC Muzi Sikhakhane is delivering the keynote address.
Even if telling it kills, we must tell it. It is the telling of uncomfortable truths that killed Biko. It is his courage to speak what's unspoken that killed him. And when he took his last breath, he offered us his spirit of courage. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to the black majority that lives on the margins of the human condition to speak it. We owe it to Biko, the black prophet, the Messiah, the intellectual torchbearer, the lover of black life. We owe it to Andrew Zondo. We owe it to Solomon Mahlang. We owe it to Chris Hani. We owe it to everybody who did what we all in this room fear doing, dying for the truth. We owe it to Shaka Kasenza Ngakona. We owe it to Hinza. We owe it to Pambata Gamanginza. We owe it to all the heroes. Most importantly, we owe it to God and our children that we spent 31 years since 1994 betraying. Even if we are able to face the chilly winds of adversity and persecution for telling it, it has to be told. When Biko, the young black prophet of true liberation of mind, the intellectual torchbearer, as I said, the cross bearer for the black lives, for the black race, took his last breath, he breathed into us the spirit of pride, black pride, courage, and self-love as the prerequisites for total liberation. Biko, like Christ, was the radiant light, revealing to us the profundity of sacrificing our minds to the colonizer and seeing ourselves through the eyes of people that despise us. He warned us against it. I greet the Vice-Chancellor and all of you. In case you thought I was being impolite, I just thought I should get your imagination once again. Vice-Chancellor, wherever she's sitting, I know she's not here. Executive Dean, Professor Pamela Masego, we meet again. I hope to shake your foundations. The Biko family, my brother Nkosnati, I greet you. The president of Azapo, who scolded me this morning for calling him president, right next to the grave of Biko, he scolded me. He says, you and me must call each other Muzi and Nelvis. So Nelvis, I greet you. I greet everybody who's here. Professor Bheki Mngomezulu, my brother. He looks like he comes from where I was born. He just looks Zulu. And Ongama Mtimka, my sister, Church President of this province, Selbin Benenge, I greet you. Ladies and gentlemen, you are greeted. Biko's teachings, had we heeded them, would have kept, if not completely diminished, our complacent adjustment to injustice, inferiority, poverty, and inequality. Our minds would have been freer. We would dwell not in a perfect place, because there is none, but a much better mentally liberated zone and a thriving egalitarian society of equals, where black people don't see themselves through the eyes of those who don't like them. We would have lived in a country where no leader betrays us, hoping to sit at the edge of the table of the white master who gives them work and money. We would have lived in a thriving society where black people walk tall, wearing their skin that is similar to that of Mother Earth. Their heads would not be down. They would not have to beg anyone. had we listened to him and heeded his call, we would have lived in a country where leaders fear betraying their own. We would have lived in a country where injustice is not tolerated. I like talking about justice because we don't understand it.
All right, that is Advocate Muzi Sikhakhane there, delivering the keynote address at the Steve Biko Memorial Lecture underway at the Nelson Mandela University.